Hey everybody, I've got a really sad story that'll make a grown man cry. And in fact, this did make this grown man cry, and that's why I'm choosing to tell it. Middle-aged man came in the emergency room, comes in for his head CT. What brings you in? I can't see. Well, what do you mean? Woke up this morning, can't see, vision's gone. Literally, I had to help him. He's like middle 40s. I had to help him off the stretcher, turn around, feel for the CAT scan machine, and vice versa. When he was done with his test, get back onto his bed. At which point, it was just him and I in the room, and he just starts crying, just starts bawling his eyes out. I'm like, man, how'd this happen to you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, got to be a reason behind it, you know? What have they told you yet? He's like, they haven't told me anything. They just sent me down for a head CT. I'm like, well, are you diabetic? Yeah, I am. Do you have high blood pressure? Yeah, I do. How long? He said, years and years and years. What have you been doing to effectively manage it? So, well, to be honest with you, the doctor that I saw, he said, I used to be, and this man was standing about a little over 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2", and he was already, at the time, he was like 200 pounds. He said, I lost almost 100 pounds. He said, he was like 280 or 290. He was a solid dude. And he said, I lost all this weight, and I lost it really inefficiently and not in a healthy sense. He said, I went to go see the doctor, and they said, listen, you got to lose weight. But they don't tell you how to lose weight. They don't tell you any options, what's a good diet, what's not, because sadly, it's not taught. Education is totally removed from medical education. So how do we tell patients how to lose weight effectively and how to keep it off and how to do it in a healthy way if we're not taught it? You know, this is knowledge that we have to pick our own self. And so hence one of the big barriers of our healthcare model at the moment. So this poor guy got to the point of crying, breaking down, and explaining the situation and telling me how he literally had to starve himself. He said, I would be sitting there at the dinner table, Brad, and my wife would turn around and I'd be feeding food to the dog because I didn't know how to lose weight. So what I did was I'd feed food to the dog, I'd make myself starve. I did that for a whole year, Brad. And he's just bawling, telling me this. And I'm like, you can't even see your own tears. Like it was really, really sad and really something that stuck with me for a long time. And that's why I'm telling it now. But it was just wild. It was just absolutely wild. And so the moral of the story here is if we don't look at the disease the proper way, we're only managing symptoms. And when we're only managing symptoms with pills, so he's on diabetic medication and he's on high blood pressure medication. And this is a perfect example of why this stuff is only masking symptoms, okay? So when these two things happen, you have blood vessel changes. You have all sorts of problems that happen in your body. And when we're treating it symptomatically with medication, yeah, your blood pressure might be lowered. Yeah, your blood sugar might be lowered, but what's causing that problem in the first place? Because that process is still going on in the body. It's still causing mass inflammation, causing damage on a cellular level, on a tissue level, and eventually on an organ level. And we see it because people who are even treated with diabetic medication, over time they start to get these big scaly swollen legs, and it's called, it compartmentalizes, a compartmentalized disease. So we'll see the scaling, they look like dragon scales start growing on the legs, they'll start flaking and oozing, but their sugar's doing okay. Is this really treating disease? And I guess when we look at it in one sense, yes, we're treating it. We're only treating it, but because we're only taught that you can only treat a disease once you have it. Why aren't we looking at this thing and saying, listen, when you were 5 years old, you fell off the bike, you scraped your knee, and you watched it heal from the outside. Why don't you believe that your body can do that on the inside? Okay, you have a disease state, you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes. Well, you're 45 years old. You weren't diabetic until you were 38 years old. So these last 7 years, we've been treating it symptomatically. And here's the box frame mindset, is the mindset that this is who I am now. And I'm never going back to who that was. And it's because we have a broken medical system that only treats the disease symptoms. And we're not treating people that, listen, you were diabetic once, you have problems, X, Y, Z. And when we work on X, Y, Z with mineral deficiencies, vitamin deficiencies, proper diet, education, nutrition, water intake, getting heavy metals, toxins, toxicity out of the body, We're looking at these things as a whole and not just saying, okay, you have a heart problem, you have a brain problem, you have a kidney problem, and we're only treating that. We got to look at the patient as a whole and say, listen, like, yeah, you can do this. You can do this, and you can reverse it. And it's something that never goes on, is the conversation that, yeah, you have a disease, but you can reverse it. R-E-V-E-R-S-E, you can reverse it. And you can go back to the way you were before you had the disease. And that's the truth right there. So that's why I want to express that little story. But literally it made a grown man cry, and it was his own story. And it really stuck with me for a long time, long enough to where it's still up here, and I just had to share it with everybody. And so moving forward, we just need to treat diseases differently. And there's no pill. That's not the reason why you had the diabetes. That's not the reason why you had the blood pressure problem. It's not from a lack of the pills. It's not from a lack of your metformin. It's not from a lack of your calcium channel blockers or your beta blockers or whatever you have for your high blood pressure, you know? And while these things do work effectively in an emergency state, I'm absolutely for them when they're needed. Okay, you come into the emergency room, you have these, and they're really, really bad. Okay, to bring this down in an emergency situation, your high blood pressure is like, say it's just super high. Okay, we're gonna put you on these for a month or two, but through the course of the next several months, we're gonna change your diet, we're gonna change your nutrition, we're gonna change your exercise habits, we're gonna change your mental capacity and how you think about your own body. Now we're talking, and we're gonna get you off these pills because yes, they're saving your life at the moment, but it's only gonna damage your liver, it's only gonna damage your kidneys in the long run, and now we're putting you at increased risk of other diseases that are secondary to these side effects of these medications. Now that's the way we should be looking at patients. And that's all I gotta say for this video. Leave it right there. So hope you guys got something out of this. As always, I'm gonna say it at the end, protect yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.